Is the customer always right? A lot of us would like to think so when we're the customer. But when we're the vendor, sometimes we feel like our clients may take advantage of us, citing that, hey, the customer's always right. I served on the board of a country club, which, by the way, may sound like a good idea, but if you want to take something that you enjoy and learn to totally hate it, run it. And we had a member who week in and week out, in some cases multiple times per week, would come in, order dinner with 2 crab cakes on it, would eat the one voraciously, and then would call the server over and say, the crab cake isn't any good, take this off my bill. And this happened for months on end. And during that time, we hired a new general manager, a guy named Eric Dietz, who ended up winning Club Manager of the Year at some point. Brilliant individual, and Eric had a great gift for getting people on the same side together. And so Eric said, let me handle this. And he went up to this member on one evening when they had just ordered their double crab cake. And he went up to them and said, look, I realize I'm relatively new here. I was going back through our records, and I realized that each time we have failed to deliver a great experience for you with these crab cakes. And I'm embarrassed that we can't deliver what you're looking for. And I'm sure it's uncomfortable for you also. What else can we make you so that I'm confident we can deliver a great experience for you and your family? See, what Eric did was he made it so that he and the member were on the same side, trying to solve this dining challenge, instead of being an adversary, because he could have said, look, obviously you're ordering 2 crab cakes and you only intend to pay for 1. Instead, he said, look, clearly we're not able to deliver a great experience for you, so what else can we do for you? So similarly, you might have a client, let's say you're in a services business, and the client says, hey, we want you to build something for us. You might be a graphic design firm. They want you to design something for their website. Now they change their mind and they don't really need that design anymore, so they don't want to pay you. So you can either say, well, you asked us to build this, so now you have to pay us, and that's going to be adversarial. Or you could say, gee, it sounds like between the time that you asked us to build it and now, you kind of changed your mind and you no longer need this. And the client will say, yeah, that's right. Okay. And I mean, you don't expect us to not get paid for the work we did that you asked us to do, right? And now by asking that question, you're able to have a real dialogue about the underlying issue. See, we never want to accuse, but we can ask great questions. And so you might even say to them, look, so in your business, if someone asked you to do something and then changed their mind, how long could you sustain your business if you didn't charge for the work that you did that people originally asked you to do? And now hopefully it builds some empathy from their part so they understand your side as well. The premise behind same-side selling is that we want to get on the same side together so that the buyer and the seller are working collaboratively together, almost putting a puzzle together. So hopefully this gives you some insight. The customer isn't always right, but we always want to make sure that the client or customer doesn't feel like it's their fault or we're blaming them. Instead, we just want to get on the same side to reach a better outcome. Hopefully this is helpful. Any topics you'd like me to cover, drop me a note to ian@ianaltman.com.